A new survey finds in the past year, 23 million Americans bought a coupon from the Deal of the Day website like Groupon or LivingSocial. Now, there are hundreds of these sites that are out there, and even Facebook is now offering coupons. But some consumers now say they're not worth it. Here to help you avoid buyer's remorse is Farnoosh Torabi, a contributor to Yahoo Finance and the author of Psych Yourself Rich. Farnoosh, good to see you this morning.
Great to see you, Chris.
So many people use these sites, but like I said, there is a big call for people to be a little bit more cautious than to just click yes on everything. Why is that?
The problem is we waste a ton of money on these sites, and the facts show that 1 in 5 buyers on these daily deal sites like Groupon, LivingSocial end up completely wasting the voucher. They never redeem the deal. And the problem is these sites are very clever at getting us to buy on impulse. You know, we see the ticking clock on the side of the website saying we have 2 hours left, 45 minutes left to bank on this deal, whether it's 50% off acupuncture or buy one, get one free cupcakes, and we lose our minds.
Yeah.
You know, adrenaline kicks in and we end up making an impulsive purchase that oftentimes is not rational.
It's very similar to going shopping and buying things that are on sale when you had no money to begin with.
We get mystified by the deal, we get clouded by the sale sign, the 50% off, and mistakes happen.
Let's look at some warning signs here, and these are some examples of some bad deals to look out for. Not bad products, but bad deals.
Right, things that are kind of iffy. For example, this first one we found is circus training classes on Groupon. Now, if you're going to join Barnum and Bailey, maybe this is for you, but clearly a whimsical deal, not a need. Additionally, we found on LivingSocial a half-off night stay at a Tahoe ski resort. Okay, now, lovely deal, would love to go to Tahoe, but watch out in the fine print. The parameters of how you can redeem this are very limiting. You can only redeem it during certain months of the year. And keep in mind that travel deals are not an end-all on these sites. You can find even better deals sometimes outside of the world of Groupon and LivingSocial because they are very competitive.
Well, while you're saying, obviously, you have to be cautious and read the fine print. There are some good deals out there, but how can you tell if it's an actual good deal or not?
Okay, so we have some examples, all right? The first one we have is from Groupon. It's for Nordstrom Rack. Again, this is a national deal. Great because it allows you to really have room to redeem. It's not this little store in a town close by. It's pretty much all over the country. This was a very popular deal, in fact. Also, a great deal is one that exemplifies a need, something that you were going to buy anyway. So on diapersdirect.com, they were giving a $25 voucher that got you $50 worth of diapers and wellness products. If you're a new parent, this is a win-win.
So there are some great deals out there. You have some recommendations for people, how they can avoid kind of feeling that buyer's remorse of signing on to something and then being like, ugh, why would I do that? And you say to buy extremely local.
Hyper local. You know, if this is a store or a vendor that's on your way to work, that's within your home's radius, that's close to your school, you're more likely to redeem it. It's all about the path of least resistance.
Yeah, just make it really convenient for yourself. It's like working out. National vendors, you think, are best as well?
Again, national vendors, because there's more room to redeem, and also you don't run the risk. The risk is not as high of this store closing overnight. And this has happened to people who have bought deals on these daily deal sites, let them sit, and then 6 months later realize the store is not even there anymore.
Yeah, you're really, like you said, it's almost like the local thing. It's like, know what you're familiar with.
Exactly.
And make it easy on everybody. And you recommend the buddy system. This was odd to me, the buddy system in this. What exactly do you mean by that?
There's 2 advantages to the buddy system. The first is obviously there's safety in numbers, right? So if you go in on a deal with a bunch of friends, the peer pressure here is actually pretty healthy. You're going to make a date, make a time to go. You're going to actually act on the deal more likely than if it's just you. Additionally, these sites will incentivize you for referring people to their sites to buy a deal. So if you find something that's like a restaurant coupon and you invite a couple of buddies and they actually end up buying the deal, Groupon, for example, will give you Groupon bucks as a thank you, and you can use this towards future deals. Also, LivingSocial, your deal might end up being free on that site if you refer enough people.
And is it one of those things you almost feel better about buying something that you're not sure about if you can get all your friends to buy it as well?
Exactly. Again, it's that peer pressure, which is actually pretty helpful in this case. You're all more likely to do the deal if you actually commit to it together.
What if you're actually buying something, okay, and more so than buyer's remorse, if you sit back and you realize, you know what, I have made a grave mistake here, and I really need to kind of get out of this. What can people do?
Well, there's hope for you yet. There are a bunch of of resale sites like an eBay or a StubHub for daily deals. So if you buy a deal and you're thinking, what was I thinking? You go on a site like lifesta.com, dealsgoaround.com, and couprecoup.com, and you can actually sell your deals on these sites. The earlier you post, the better. You don't want it to get too close to the expiration date, otherwise you may not be able to find a buyer.
Can you get full value back, or do you have to kind of roll the dice a little bit?
Sometimes there is a little bit of a fee to post your deal, but if it's a really in-demand deal, like that Nordstrom rack deal from Groupon in the fall was really, really popular. It actually sold for higher than what it was originally sold on Groupon because people just wanted the deal. So you could maybe profit.
Nice to make a little money on that.
Yeah.
That can perk some people up right there. All right, Vernice, thank you. Good to
You're
see you this
welcome.
morning. Thanks for those tips.